Well, hello again. I know it's been a bit of a while. Uh, Today we're in Paris. Yeah, a little bit of traveling happening here. So you're in Paris, you of course have to have some wine, which we did plenty of, but you also have a way to share it with people, and there's a little bit more of that coming along, I promise. Anyway, we're staying in an Airbnb, so we thought we could just have some of our own food, our own wine. So this is a bottle I bought here locally from a producer I'm very fond of. As you know, Hani's done a video on them, Gramenon. I've done two different wines, they're Côtes du Rhône. This is one of their wines, La Sagesse. There's not a video on that yet. Hani did the Papes and I did Élémentaire. Still the same style, very simple bottle, no foil, very simple label. It is 14.5% alcohol. This is a 2020. This is 100% Syrah, 60, 50 to 70-year-olds. You're two different areas from their vineyards, which, as we discussed before, they're pretty far east, kind of close to the Alps almost. The two plots are limestone, and one is sandy, more on its sort of downward southern slope. Very natural, biodynamic, natural yeasts, partially destemmed, partially whole cluster, fermented in concrete, aged for about a year before they're bottled, and they recommend you wait another year to drink after bottling. So 2020, this is about right, I think. Maybe a little early, but that's okay. Anyway, these are the glasses we had here, so I'm sorry about that, but that's all these guys had in this Airbnb. This is 100% Grenache, so the color, as you see, it's really very clear. It's even clearer than some of the Grenaches I've had, which is sort of amazing when you think that there's also a lot of stem in that, but the stem doesn't have skin, so it doesn't really necessarily make things darker. But anyway, the colors is just great. It's the nice weather outside, so it makes you think of a light color like this. The nose is very, very fruity. It's really like immediacy and fruit juice in a way. You can tell that that's really the aroma of the grape, with a little bit of candied sort of grape, mixed in. So it smells a little bit sweet, very fruity. You don't smell the alcohol at all, so it seems that it's very, fruit forward on that from that point of view. In the mouth, though, it's a lot deeper. So it's got that sort of what I like, some of that sort of substance that comes from the stems. And it's a little bit more sort of woody in a way. I know it doesn't sound good, but it's kind of a little bit less just fruit. It mixes in with something more neutral, more steadying, and that sort of gives it substance. It really just coats your mouth very nicely. This bottle's been open 3 days and it's still just amazing. It's a nice sort of, not necessarily a finish, but a nice aftertaste in the back of your mouth. Again, the fruit, the happiness, so to speak. Not necessarily a long finish, but this is not what this is made for. This is just a real straight, like as you can imagine, from earth to glass, product with very, very little intervention. As we said, there's the natural yeast. Just depending on the vintages, they decide if they want to add a little bit of sulfites or not to stabilize the bottle or the casks. But it's just amazing. And if you look at the color now, how light it is, it reminds you of a nice Beaujolais. Although I don't want to mean it in any derogatory way, but this is just and these things are not cheap Côtes du Rhône, but that's kind of the kind of work that goes into these low yield, all done by hand, natural wines that want to give you it tastes as close to the terroir as possible. Cheers, and we'll be seeing again soon. Here we go again.